now is not a good time to sell is something that I might tell someone if they were not in the right situation to sell. Believe it or not. Hi, I'm Michael Heiser, your local leading listing agent. That's a lot of L's. And I want to talk to you today about now is not always the right time to sell. I know it's going to be a controversial thing to say coming from someone who makes money by selling things, but not every situation calls for selling right now. I have these clear and precise conversations with clients sometimes, is that it's not always the right time to sell for them. See, it's important to set up things in rows, all right? You need to plan out how you're going to sell your home. It's not something that you should just go, let's sell our house this next month and then let's just find some random agent. So I have done over 220 transactions in the past 9 years. And out of those 229 transactions, I have come across some doozies of situations with sellers and buyers who have put the pressure on them and that and Well, from all that, I say this. The most important thing when you're planning out to sell your most lucrative asset is to have a plan. See, if you don't have a plan, there's no sense in just listing your house. Where are you going to go? What are you going to do with that money? How is that money going to impact you financially in a negative way? Believe it or not, that's possible. So let's think about that for a second. All right. So sellers who have to sell, because something came up, are pressured into accepting offers that are not exactly favorable for them. So when you meet with me, your local listing agent, we will sit down and figure out, okay, all right, step one, what's your motivation for wanting to sell? Okay, that's a great reason. Could be you need to move up in size because your family's growing, or you need to downsize because your family's all gone. You don't need that extra headache, right? Could be a divorce, could be something like that. And there are different strategies for different types of moves. So when you're planning out listing, it's important to do an early walkthrough. Okay, what are some things that I need to change? What are some things that I need to do and not do? I have had wonderful conversations with excited sellers when I tell them, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. You're not going to get the return on your money. That's super important. Why invest so much into getting certain things changed when the buyer in that particular situation are not going to care? Right? The next thing is to think about is what are we going to do once this sells, or our timeline? What's our timeline? So I may tell to you, hey, now is not a good time. This time of year for your particular type home, this is not the time for you to sell. How about we get A, B, and C set up? We need to declutter. We need to do this. How about we get this thing replaced in the back of the house first, then let's put it on the market at this time. See, look, I work on commission, okay? So which means I want you to sell the house at the highest price absolutely possible. Let's not sugarcoat it here, all right? Your success is my success. So once again, you need to plan for that certain time in those certain situations. And let's face it, it's not always a great time for people to sell. And I'd love to sit down with you and go over these different nuances in crafting this actual logistical strategy on how you can be successful in selling your home in this market. My name is Michael Heiser. I hope you're having a wonderful new year, and I look forward to talking to you soon.